Man, just what's on my mind, just to like get into a rant already. Have you ever like watched a show called The Haunting Hour?
Nope.
Man, it's a show that like R.L. Stine made to like, do horror for like older kids. And it's kind of fucked up. There's like an episode I saw where it's like, it's the big puppet episode where it's like, oh, the kid gets this doll made that looks like them. And it's like, they're like getting into fights with their friends over and stuff, and they're sort of being like a general brat. And like eventually it's like the doll becomes jealous of her. And then it's like the doll starts like turning into her because like her parents like it more than they like her. So the doll's turning into her, and it's like starting to move on its own and stuff. And like meanwhile she's getting all like clammy and stuff, and she's turning into the doll. And I mean that literally. Like you see it happen. Man, doll like turns into a person, and you like see her, and she's like trying to like get to her mom, and she's freaking out, and suddenly it's like her legs stop working, and she just looks down, and they're like doll legs. And she's like, oh, I have to like crawl over there, and like, you see her like her arms just stop, and eventually it's just like this creepy like human eye CG'd over the doll's body where it's like the eye is. And it's like, holy shit. Whoa, I'm afraid he's gonna fall off.
He's a cat, he's okay.
I don't think cats are immune to fall damage.
Cats always land on their feet.
Yeah, but your feet aren't immune to fall damage either.
He's okay.
Yeah, alright, he seems fine now.
Trying to bite.
He's trying to bite the chair that's keeping him up.
Thing is, the lighter you are, the less fall damage you take from a height like this.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, what's his dex score?
Pretty high. Like, he's a cat.
Yeah. I'll probably be fine then.
Probably more than pretty high. It's probably extremely high.
Yeah. Man. I like that it's like Brad David Gilbert put out like a video that's like, oh yeah, how to like find your pet's constitution score. And it's all about like, oh yeah, you just have to like hang out with your pet for a day and just, write down like any feats it does to like determine its class and level. And he's like, cheating the system like intentionally by like egging his dog on. And he's like, oh yeah, of course. Wait, no, it's like his cat. Yeah, he's like, get his cat on. And he's like, well, of course my cat's a barbarian, so they'd have like 138 HP. Alright, so what's going on here? This is from the Occult Club. I tell you, we've gotten our supernatural case on our hands. Yeah, I mean, no, probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why all the big fuss? Well, there are apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that look just like me and May. I mean...
Really creepy.
I mean, honestly, like, your look isn't that far off from an anime character.
Well, they are anime characters, but...
Yeah, and I feel like cat maid isn't that uncommon among anime. Like, anime merchandise specifically. Effing, like, Fire Force made an entire character and, like, put them in an entire situation just so they could sell cat maid merchandise. Well, I don't know, I guess it wasn't like made as much as like naked in an apron, because of course. And she's just doing the ears for no reason because of course.
Oh, is it the character that everyone whines about?
Yeah, the one that everyone hates, yeah. Cause it's like, I thought characters being sexualized, but that's like one of those times where it's like actually to the point where it's a problem. Like, every time she's on screen, the only defined character she has is fan service. And every time she's in a fight, the only way she can win is through fan service. Oh man. It's like such a shame too, because her power is actually really cool.
I'll probably watch Fire Force. I watched like the first episode.
Yeah. Man, like, if you watch Fire Force, like, stick around till the end, because the last episode gets so stupid and insane that it's amazing.
Oh boy. I'd expect nothing less from the creator of Soul Eater.
Yeah, I think this may have topped Soul Eater.
Oh, wow.
Like...
That's quite an accomplishment, considering how dumb the ending of the manga is.
Yeah, like, I could just spoil it.
Well, no, because I said I wanted to watch it.
But it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, okay, wait, they're doing what now? Wait, how does this work? Oh, that's what's going on. Like, unfortunately, we don't get to fighting space clowns on the moon, but still. It's like Solar was like, crazy because of like the characters and situations. This is just straight up like, oh, the feat going on here is stupid. Oh man. Just while it's on my mind. I feel like I mentioned before, like, I've been, like, watching Evangelion.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'm sorry, I mean Eva and G-Lion.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
I don't know, I just think it's funny. Is it not?
No, not really. I'm gonna be blunt with you.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm probably gonna keep doing it. If nothing else, there's probably somewhere out there that's gonna get ticked off about it, and that's gonna be funny. Yeah, I finally got to the point where they introduced Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, Asuka.
Yeah.
I'll say that one right. It's like, I feel like, there's been a lot of buzz about this Asuka character, and I feel like I immediately get it. Because it's like, oh yeah, she's like the first tsundere or whatever. It's like...
I doubt she's the first, but she's definitely one of the most popular.
Yeah. Like, she's less of like a tsundere, it's more like she's just overwhelming with like pure confidence and narcissism.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, yeah, no more people like this character. It's like, like the first, like, really engaging, like, entertaining person. It's just, like, full of life. And, like, a series that's, like, up to this point, everyone's just sort of like, oh yeah, like, do this terrible thing, Shinji, no, be fucked. So yeah, it's like, for one, it's like, I feel like, it's immediately, like, I get it. For another thing, like, I'm coming at the show from a weird perspective. Because I've seen, like, most of Darling in the Franxx. And I'm just looking back and it's like, oh wow, like, they really did steal everything from Ava.
Yeah, I'd believe it.
Yeah, because, like, 02 is basically just, like, an attempt to recreate Asuka, like, straight up. Like, she's just, like, take, the, like, oh, hyper, like, sexualized, like, hyper-confident, whatever. Just crank that up to, like, 11, and that's exactly who 02 is, but without the humanity. Like, where's this that's like, like, got to the episode, it's just like, oh yeah, like, Shinji and, like, Asuka have to, like, stay in the same cockpit to, like, fight a thing, because she wants them to just come along for a ride, and they end up, like, pushing the controls together and crap. And it's like, oh, this is where the butt controls come from. This is where they got that exact idea. It's just looking back at all these little things and just being like, oh, holy shit, like, people weren't exaggerating at all when they said this was like an Ava knockoff. It super is. So yeah, that's been weird. Man, I can't wait till we get to the part where, like, the really crazy, stupid ending happens that, like, I've heard about. That, like, everyone's like, oh, what the crap does this mean? What even is this?
Yeah, all I know is that it goes off the rail. I have no idea what the ending is.
Yeah, like, I've seen, like, some videos somewhere. It's like this weird joke, like, meme of, like, I think it's like Alex Baldwin or something, or like, you know, what was like, it's like some crazy Fox News conspiracy nut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just go on this big rant, and he's like, yeah, it's like it's like the search matrix, and they're gonna hook us in, and they're gonna, like, take control of the human consciousness, cause, you know, they need to, like, control the human consciousness to control the hive mind or whatever. He's like, talk about, like, oh yeah, the demons are gonna, like, be warring with us, or, like, the angels, and it's gonna be like, you know, aliens are gonna come down, like, all this crap. There's a bunch of cons of people being like, this guy just described the plot of Ava. I'm just sitting here like, well, I'm starting to see what they mean, I guess. There are elements of that coming up. They may be, like, completely accurate in those statements. I'll have to, like, link it sometime because it's just so hilarious.
Have you seen, slightly related, have you seen clips from, this week's Castle Super Beast?
Yeah, I've seen this week's Castle Super Beast.
Okay, I just wanted, like, the portrait that Wooly set up for, Pat, where it's like a picture of Elmo, and then I'm pretty sure there's, like, an Ava thing.
Oh, I missed that.
This is like 0-1 sound only or something.
Like, I saw, like, you know, like, I listened to the, like, the audio version. I didn't see the actual video of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I said, like, if you've seen it, like a clip or whatever.
I really need to check that out now.
Like, Wooly, like, subtly brings up Pat's picture, and he's like, oh god, what did you do to my picture? And Pat looks at it and he goes, oh, that's pretty good. Find a clip and just mute it.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Find it. Oh, you know what?
I remember them talking about, like, the plan to overthrow and dethrone God.
Yeah, that was a Twitter hashtag.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was, like, a meme from Fox News, because they just had, like, on screen, there's, like, oh yeah, this is what Antifa wants. Because they're, like, connected to some different... Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Just a picture of Elmo, and it's got the overlay, the 0-1 sound only.
Oh, that's totally an Ava thing. Yeah. It was like, oh yeah, this is what Antifa wants, because this is what this other group wrote in a book or something. They're, like, conflating all these different things. So they have, like, a bullet point list. At the bomb, it's just, like, attack, kill, and it's something like, yeah,
attack and dethrone God.
Yeah.
And that blew up on Twitter because people were just like, oh my god, these people are crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man. Alright. Dolls, their faces, their bodies. Everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And to make matters worse, they're being sold real cheap. You'd think they'd at least go for a little more money on the market. Oh, jeez, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, it's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. It makes me feel like they just see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. Yeah, if you're gonna rip off our image, at least, like, make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
At least put in, like, a trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, it's like they stole a song someone created, including, like, you know, like, entire, like, new sections they added to the cover and stuff. This person was like, wait a minute, these guys stole my song. And people looked into it. It's like, no, yeah, they legit stole their song.
Amazing.
but because it's specifically like a cover of like a song from the first game that they added on to, they can't do anything about it.
Oh, that's bullcrap.
Because it's like, it's a cover, so you can't like legally claim anything.
Okay, well, Neil Druckmann's a piece of crap.
Oh man.
Just want to put that out there. Not even just for that specifically.
Yeah.
This is the guy. I think this is the guy who's like, "Oh, games shouldn't be fun."
Yeah.
To which I say, "Screw that guy."
Did they put out like a thing that was like, you know, like a statement or something where it's like, it was something like brag out the game where it's like, oh yeah, like dogs will attack you and you will have to murder them. They'll like howl in pain and you will hear the owner like crying the name of their beloved pooch as you slaughter them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, these are the decisions you'll have to make.
These are the psychopaths that made this game.
Yeah, and it's like, why would you brag about that as like a feature?
Did you look into did you watch the spoiler? Basically, do you know the spoilers for that game?
I've heard them, yeah. I thought I saw the list, but I haven't played the first game, so it was like, alright, you know, this isn't really clicking.
Okay, yeah, that game's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna get tons of accolades from paid video game quote unquote journalists, but Neil Druckmann's a hack.
Yeah, it's something like, oh yeah, like there's some cult and it's like, it's about the cycle of hate or whatever, and people are like, oh, they're already burying their gays.
Yeah.
Already.
Spoilers for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Like, I mean, the new person just like straight up kills Joel, the golf club, and like for about a year it makes you play as the character who does it. So you know.
Oh, I'd hear about that part.
Oh yeah, and then later in the game, Ellie gets brutally beaten by the same character and maybe also killed. And then they learn that the cycle of revenge is bad.
Oh man.
And it's like, wow, way to kill off the characters built up in the first game.
Yeah, that sounds really stupid.
Yeah, cool move, Neil.
Oh man. I'm sure they're trying to like hammer home the message, because they're just like, oh yeah, because you have an attachment to them, so it'll make it that much more powerful or whatever, but it's like, that's stupid.
Trying to hammer home the message with a golf club.
Literally beating them over the head with it.
Yeah, that leak came out, and like, Naughty Dog went into immediate damage control because everybody hated it. Like, everybody was like, you guys, it can't be serious with this. But there it was, like, real footage from, leaked footage from the game.
Like, right as soon as we introduced the gays, immediately.
Yeah.
The 4 gay horsemen of the apocalypse. Just a cop, romantic comedy best friend, person who dies.
Well, the person who does it is like a huge muscular trans person.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it's like, okay.
Oh man. Just something like that just reminds me of like, I think we may have like discussed this before, but it's like, yo, I think the like new Marvel heroes that was like, oh yeah, it's safe space and screen time.
Safe space, Snowflake.
Yeah.
There's like a streamer, like a
screen time.
Screen time, yeah, okay.
Who uses the power of internet fart gas to Google things.
Yeah, these people. Yeah, I hate it. So they're awful. I'm pretty sure that the people they're supposed to represent also hate them.
Oh yeah, they do. Because they're like, what the crap is this?
It's like Safe Space and Snowflake are like hanging all over each other and their brothers.
Yeah, they're like intentionally dressed in like opposing colors, like, you know, pink and blue.
Yeah, and it's real creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'm fine with like gay characters and stuff, just to be clear, but it's like, yeah, there's like
these characters were clearly made with the intent of being the thing they represent.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Their personality is that they are gay or trans or whatever.
Yeah, it's like there's a point where it's like you're just beating people over the head with it so far that it just becomes stupid and laughable, and people will genuinely laugh at it because it's funny.
And it's like, wow, you really,
Aw.
you really told us your message, I guess.
Man, it's like one that's just, I forget which one, it's like basically adult Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
It's like they just have a big, it's essentially like a bag of holding, they have some pocket space.
Which is a neat power, but I mean...
Yeah. Like, if these powers were disconnected from just being so stupid and on the nose.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Screen time's power is still
Yeah.
stupid regardless.
Screen time's dumb no matter what, but like, screen time is beyond salvage at this point.
Hey, look, I have a phone. I can look up things in an instant.
Yeah, like, why not just give him, like, just super tech... Why does it have to be, like, internet fart gas? Just give him, like, a high-tech thing that lets him do it. Just make it like an earbud or something, like, that'd be fine. That'd be convenient.
Make him like a tech superhero.
Yeah, man, like, like, he's just at the... Cause, like, Googling things, I'd imagine there's probably, like, some use to that. Like, I could kind of see use there.
I can do that with my phone. Like...
Yeah, but it's like, it's like, I'm imagining, like, oh yeah, like, hey, like, where's this guy head? It's like, let me look up, like, all traffic data in the area, and they're, like, doing the big hacker man thing.
Well, that's not Google, that's pulling up Google Maps, which, by the way, I can also do with my phone.
Yeah, I'm imagining them, like, they're, like, crunching statistics. There's, like, okay, yeah, like, we need to, like, do these exact steps to, like, hotwire the car, and then, like, they're like, okay, like, traffic spawn in this place, let's go around this route, right? They're like, look up how, like, hack into their, like, control system and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, for this character, you're going way beyond what you said they do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, looking stuff up on the internet can mean, like, a lot of things.
Nah. No, it tells me that he looks things up on the internet. It doesn't tell me he's hacking anything.
Well, you could look up how to hack and, like, process that information.
So while he's in the middle of a tense situation, he's looking, okay, I need to hack this thing. Let me learn how to hack.
Yeah, you just look up the WikiHow guide. It's like, okay, done.
Stupid.
Yeah, I'm also, like, assuming he can, like, do this at, like, light speed or whatever, right? Because otherwise, what's the point?
To be a terrible superhero.
Like, if you can, like, Google things at, like, light speed, then it's like, okay, well, suddenly I just know, like, everything in the world at, like, a moment's notice. Like, whatever I need to... Like, you're just like, oh, this man's bleeding out. Let me, like, look up how to, like, cauterize a wound. And you, like, find the procedure, and you're just like, okay, done. Like, I have the disinfectants. This is what we need. Let's do this. Yeah. Like, there's value there. It's just really dumb to have it be, like, an actual superpower.
So he climbed up your leg there, and you're wearing pants.
Yes.
I'm usually wearing shorts, so...
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, he's getting that resistance to fall damage already. Jump off the table.
Kittens scratch the crap out of my knee trying to climb.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like, if you just tweak these powers a bit, they probably could be cool, right?
Ow. I don't even know what Safe Space and Snowflake's powers are.
Safe Space's power is actually kind of neat, because it's like, you form a barrier, but you can only form it around, like, another person. You can't protect yourself.
Okay, lame. Go,
yeah.
Go on.
That's it.
Oh, it just makes barriers.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's like, alright, it's like, the shield thing, but it's like the Star Platinum effect, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'd see, like, some, like, cool situations with that.
Do you mean, Crazy Diamond?
Yeah, right. What did I say, like, Star Platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an idiot.
The idea that you can't use it on yourself.
Yeah, the idea it's like, oh yeah, you know, you have to like actually protect the person who needs it, and you have to like, you know, be like support, like, you know, you can't just be out there like becoming invincible, like there's a clear weakness. And I'm like, alright, yeah, you know, that's something.
Okay, but what about the power makes it so you can't use it on yourself?
I don't know.
I guess that same question could be applied to Crazy Diamond.
It could be applied to like any stand ever.
Yeah, and I really like Crazy Diamond.
It's like, hey, why do you have to play a game of rock, paper, scissors to steal this man's soul?
That's how the power works.
And it's like, yeah, but why do you have to do it though? Like, why is like turning people into paper like reliant on fear, but only for people? Did you have to spook those scorpions?
Did you have to scare the gun?
Did you have to scare the gun? Do you know what like it looks like when you see like a taxi be afraid? Did he have to spook the taxi driver? Man, if you don't know JoJo's, this conversation is nonsense right now.
Yeah. Alright, with Snowflake's power.
Snowflake's power is really stupid.
Ice powers.
You can make shurikens have snowflakes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And they just throw them.
I mean, that's kind of... I mean, that's fine if you have superhuman abilities and you're going like full ninja with it.
Yeah. Or you could just buy shurikens.
Yeah. Or you just give them ice powers, like...
Yeah. There's one thing I see in that could be cool. And it's like, okay, maybe you can make like a really big snowflake and just drop it on a dude. Just effing like stab them with it.
You could also do a cool thing where if it's snowing, that he is like unbeatable.
You just like turn the snow around you into shurikens as it falls.
Yeah, you just wave your hand and all the snowflakes are shurikens and you just point them at the enemy.
Yeah. You know, like if you had controlled them like with your mind, that'd be pretty awesome.
I kind of assumed.
Ow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's climbing.
Yeah. Kitten claws are really sharp.
Yeah. Surprisingly, this, like, mini tiger is actually kind of dangerous.
Hurts like crap. Geralt, come here.
Yeah. Yeah. Eh, he's fine where he is.
Just gonna chill.
I'm just not gonna move it, it'll be fine.
Yeah. He likes to crawl up on my shoulder while I'm...
Yeah, he likes to jump onto things and jump off.
With that.
Yeah, if you had cat hair and like the thing I'm wiping my nose with, then I'm going to legit die.
Toss that one.
That's like a bad lose-lose situation.
Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose of the tissues being there.
Just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like clean my nose out, but at the same time I'm shoving the allergy just straight further in there. And it's just lodged inside. Gee, is there any of the other ones that we missed? Like, we have Epic Safe Space Snowflake Screen Time, the backpack one, whatever.
I don't know. I don't
whatever.
dedicate a lot of memory to these characters.
Yeah, I don't care. Hey, don't bite that cord. Yep, there it goes, he's running. Oh, man. Side note, yeah, at some point we definitely need to shove Ferrum in the bag of holding.
It'd break.
Would it?
Yeah, the bag of holding can only hold a certain amount of...
It can hold a lot of weight. Like, it's a pretty high number.
I can't remember what the capacity Bowshort said the bag had, but I'm pretty sure it's not enough to hold me.
I believe it is, like 100%.
Oh yeah, you sent me a Discord message and I didn't get around to reading something about that.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this is like a really fun, stupid idea I just had. Like, if we ever need to just like sneak someone into a location, it's like done.
Do a Trojan horse thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this bag. Neat.
Like, specifically, it's like, oh yeah, I'm alone, there's nothing in this bag here, just take my magical focus, I don't need it, I'm completely unarmed, and you reach in, and you pull out a freaking, like, golem, like, robot man.
I don't think that would work, actually, because the person who's pulling the item out has to think of the thing they want to pull out.
Yeah, like, I'm assuming it's, like, one of our guys. Like, it's like guards inspect the bag, okay. And there's like, alright, yeah, nothing in there. And you, like, pull out, like, Pharaoh.
I was gonna say, unless they were like, okay, we need to find everything that's in this bag, like I did.
Yeah.
And they just flip the bag inside out.
You know what, that'd work too, because then you'd be right there.
Yeah, I just fall out, and I'm like, surprise! Smite time!
I believe you do get a bunch of good effects if you can, like, attack a surprised enemy.
Yeah, there's a sneak attack modifier for things.
Yeah, like, specifically if they're, like, surprised,
Where are you going?
Like, sneak attack is, like, specifically a rogue thing, but it's like, there's also, like, oh yeah, if you get them surprised, then you can do this, this, and this, and it's like, oh, that's really gonna kill someone.
If I don't get to use the character I have made as backup, like if Farum doesn't die, then I'm gonna definitely save him for whatever campaign I do next.
Yeah. Now that, like, Cookie has died, that's a super legit possibility.
Yeah. I want to make my character, he's not complete, I haven't filled out all his details, but I'm going for like an Earthbender thing.
Oh, nice.
And he's an Earth Genasi.
So basically Toph.
Yeah, kind of. There's a cantrip that you can start with as a mountain druid, where you enchant 1 to 3 stones or like pebbles.
Yeah.
They become like magic weapons. Like if you like if you throw them, they can travel 60 feet.
Oh right, that one.
And you can load them into like a sling.
Man. I have a really dumb idea for a character. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it. But, like, at some point, somehow, I will make a character who, like, just shows up. He's like got, big white beard, like, pointy hat, flowing robes. He looks like the most, like, stereotypical effing wizard ever.
But he's like a fighter.
But he's like a rogue, and he's just using it to screw with people.
Ah, it's a disguise.
Yeah, it's like, it's like his whole life.
Have his staff be like a quarter staff or something.
It's like a scam. And I was thinking, it's like, oh yeah, like, what if I, like, somehow rigged it so he had, like, effing light crossbows under, like, the big wizard sleeve? Just, like, mad to his arm somehow, so it's like, just does the, like, oh yes, yeah, I wonder what, like, brings you here. You're just like, well, shoot.
Yeah, well, there's handheld crossbows.
Yeah.
You probably get, like, 1 shot, though.
Yeah, well, he'd have to, like, put his sleeves back together, and then he could, like, reload them, like, in there.
There's like, bolts lining the sleeves.
Yeah, there's, like, bolts strapped to one arm, and the other arm has, like, the crossbow. He's like, oh yeah, he just uses, like, quick, like, sleight of hand check. He's, like, just shouting summon arrows as he does it.
Magic missile!
Yeah. It's like, I don't think that was magic missile. He's like, have you ever seen magic missile before?
You miss, and it's like, wait a minute, that's not magic missile.
That's not magic missile at all. Man, alternatively, I really want to, like, make a spellcaster at some point that has, like, some type of, like, like, retextured theme for, like, how their spells look, right? It's like the man who's like, oh yeah, I really like birds, so all my stuff looks like birds.
I mean, yeah, you probably do that just for flavor.
Yeah, just for the sake of it. It's like, oh yeah, like, I cast Fireball, it looks like an effing phoenix.
That'd be pretty cool. How does magic missile work? Does it just get stronger as you level up?
I think you shoot more of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's how it is.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's launch a barrage of magic missiles. That's pretty neat.
Oh man. Like, I'm sure you hadn't seen this, but it's like there's a really fun like this is like kind of unrelated, by the way. It's a really fun like like sketch like web series by a group called Door Monsters or whatever. And it's like they do fun like effing D&D sketches. And it's like this dude just walking down the street. He's just like, this guy's like, hey, Freeze. And he's like, yo, I'm like a level 2 wizard, I'll kill you. And he's like, a wizard, not like a sorcerer, right? And he's like, no, I'm specifically a wizard. You're like, shoots magic missile. And he like misses. And he's like, oh, alright. And he's like, I bet you're not like gonna do that again. He's like, oh, it was a warning shot. You come on, give your money. Like, shoots again and misses.
That's not.
And he's like, okay, well, now you don't have any spell slots left, so what are you gonna do? And he's like, fuck.
Wait. Isn't Magic Missile a cantrip?
No, I'm pretty sure it's first level.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
My friend just sent me this.
Okay, yeah.
It's Josuke with the Xbox, whatever the new one's called, and it's like his hair.
Yeah.
And then Crazy Diamond has the PS5 as like his head guard thing.
Man, there's a lot of good ones coming out.
He just posts with the image. He just posts it won't stop.
Like, did you see one that's like, oh, it's Cell's head, and they recolored the side?
I've seen multiple Cell edits.
I feel like the biggest winner is like the Seto Kaiba one.
The Kaiba one's pretty good.
Like the effing like the shelter. Oh man. Right, that reminds me, like, this is so unrelated to anything right now. But yeah, apparently Shaman King's coming back.
Yeah, I saw a post about that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that series.
Man, like, Shaman King was like one of the first manga I ever read. Like, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't remember that much about it, but like, I specifically very distinctly remember it's like, it's the first time I learned what a necromancer was. Because there's just a random character who's just like, his power is he's a necromancer. And like the entire time he's like the coolest dude ever. Because he's like, this weird, like, like foppish, like British person. And it's like Faust is just, he's just so cool. He's like throwing like spears at like skeletons and stuff. Yeah, he like finds the random like comic relief sidekick character, just like cuts him open. And he's like, alright, let's dissect you. And the main guy's like, no, don't do that. Man, eventually somehow like joins the main group and it's great. Faust is the best.
It didn't mute.
Ah, crap. Well, that was disgusting. Yeah, sorry about that, I guess. Yeah, it's like effing Faust, like the Native American guy who was like a spirit strapped to like each of his like body parts for like super armor. Each of those like forming like a different weapon. There's like the weird Chinese guy who has like hundreds of like, like exorcist tags or whatever like strapped to his chest. Specifically so he can gain more ghost powers and become a dragon. Man. Like, I had to go back and read that series at one point, like reread it, because it's some cool moments. So yeah, I guess, is there anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah, I feel like I'm done too.